Welcome. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio, and we're here at the Main Street Museum in White River Junction on Bridge Street. It's spring season, and you know what that means, folks. It's derby time. That's right, roller derby is here, and the Upper Valley Vixens, our very own hometown team, has been able to grace us today with one of their players. I am joined by Ellen Reeder, otherwise known as Felon of Troy, and she's going to tell us what it takes to be a local derby girl. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. So Derby is a really great community to get involved in. Time-wise, it's a commitment. We practice 2 to 3 times a week. And on top of that, it just takes strength. It's a really difficult mental and physical game. But it's also very fun. And you get this whole other family by joining. So we have open recruitment is the first practice of each month. So anyone is welcome to come and check it out. And it can be a slow process. Some people come to us with no skating experience and they start from scratch. Others have a lot of athletic abilities they bring to us. But it's just, everyone kind of goes at their own pace. And at some point you can be on the track playing and hitting and taking hits.
How many years have you been in derby?
I've been in derby for about 3 years now.
Now, what attracted you to this sport?
I had a friend that heard about the local team and was really pumped to go. And I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. And I tagged along and haven't looked back. I just fell in love right away with it.
What do you do to get in shape for the season? Because this is an intense sport. This is like an extreme sport. You know, it's like you said, it's a mind game. But tell us about some of the physicality that you girls, work your way up to be able to do these awesome games.
Definitely. So, like I said, we practice 2 to 3 times a week. Those are a couple hours each. And we try to keep the intensity up. And outside of that, we really try to encourage cross training. I do some rowing and yoga, and a lot of our team members are runners and snowshoers in the winter. Just really staying physically active because it's about endurance and strength. We also push the weights and stuff. Again, it's what you have time for, but at each individual practice we are working on the strength, the endurance, and then of course strategy, which is the more difficult part in many ways.
It is, because it's as much a physical game as it is a mind game. You're working together, and you said it creates a great bond between everyone on the team. It
does. It's a sport that really needs communication. You're many times playing offense and defense at the same time, which is very difficult. And so there has to be a lot of communication that's verbal and also with touching. And you really use your teammates to help get where you need to be on the track. So we train and work on all of that, but also outside of that, off the track, we try to bond and have those connections as well, because it's easier to communicate with someone when you already kind of have that baseline.
Now, how can someone of us who maybe aren't going to join the team, but wish we could, how can we support your team?
So many ways. So if you want to be involved but not on skates, we are always looking for NSOs, non-skating officials, and volunteers. We will train anyone to learn those skills. Some positions are very easy, some are a little more complicated. We also are happy to take donations, and I
understand in this location there's going to be a very fun event coming up.
Yes, our debutante ball. It's a prohibition ball, so 1920s theme, and we do this every year. This is our 3rd year doing it. It's a chance to introduce new team members, get people out and having fun, and the ticket to get in helps us as a team. We also will have donations, and we have a deal if you buy $6 to get in, or you can pay $10 and get a ticket to our first bout as well, which is a steal because normally they're $12.
And when is our first game when we can see you on home court?
Home court first game is May 2nd.
Sounds good. Yes. All right, our very own team, the Upper Valley Vixens. Make sure you catch them. See Felon of Troy. You saw her first here. Support your local roller derby.